Hello everyone, welcome back to Automation and BeamNG Drive. My name is Tim, and today we're going to be designing a cool car. One that is incredibly cool. We're going to be designing possibly the greatest car ever made, to be honest. Now, the car we're going to be building is special. We're going to be designing a car for villains, for evil people, for the worst people in society, like serial killers and stuff like that. Specifically villains. We're building a car that would be the perfect car for a Disney villain to drive. I don't mean a modern one, I mean an old one, like Cruella de Vil and people like that. Maybe Jafar if he lived in a time period where cars existed. So yeah, we're gonna be building cars for them. Cars for the bad guys. And so, let's make one. Right now we have our 1946 sedan. We're going to make it carbon fiber, because why not? Actually no, we're just going to make it full monocoque, carbon fiber, front longitudinal. We're going to put double wishbone in the front, push rod in the back, full quality on everything. Yeah, everything is going to be 15 quality, everything. Absolutely everything. This thing, just because it's made for bad guys, doesn't mean it should be cheap and should fall apart, because, you know what? I think it's cool. We're going to be using the 12 Super Clone V12N Lowrider clone, which has push rod and is modified to make about 1900 horsepower, which should be plenty of horsepower for what we're going to be doing today. Yeah, we have that in, so we don't have to worry about engine. Let's get a transmission and drive type. I think that we should do I want to put a manual in this thing. 7-speed manual. We're going to make this thing go really fast. Like, really fast. I want this... Hopefully this thing can go 300. That's my goal. We're going to need a race limited slip differential. We're going to do a 35 to 65 power ratio. Okay. I think this is looking pretty good so far. For wheels... They added 2 new categories, cross-ply race, radial race. We're gonna try radial race, specifically, I think that, yeah, wet is better, because it allows us to drive on wet surfaces and keep grip and traction and all that. So yeah, we have to make these wheels larger and stuff like that. Okay, I'm trying to get these to fit, I'm really trying to. For some reason, they won't let me make them the maximum size necessary. Why? Just why won't they? Oh, I think it's the body. It's not big enough right now. So yeah, we'll make that wider. We'll make this a little wider. And now let's change it some. Okay, now it's going to let me put 395s in the rear, which is definitely what we need. We need the big wheels. Wheels that are massive. Ones that you would see on like an old-timey car, like bicycle tires, but a lot wider, so this thing gets actually good traction. That's what we want. Now, for brakes, we're gonna put I want to do drum disc, because I want to give this thing a not crazy good braking distance, because this thing is supposed to be inspired by an old-timey car. That's what it's supposed to be inspired by. We're gonna make them comfort brakes, because a villain's car looks comfortable on the inside. Whenever I see one of these cars, I always think they're comfortable. I don't know why, but yeah, comfortable for the driver, not really for a hostage if they do kidnap people. Will improve aerodynamics, and so far we're at 0.24. That's pretty good, especially when we have 50 airflow cooling. We can get it to 0.203. That's pretty good. Okay, with maximum brake airflow, it goes to 0.213, which isn't as good, but you know what? It literally doesn't matter. What's at max? Oh, almost 0.5. Race interior. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a phonograph. One of those like old-timey record players. Yeah, we're just gonna put that inside this car. I want this thing to handle well, so we're gonna give it electric. It doesn't handle as good as electric variable, but it's more reliable. We're gonna give it traction control and ABS. Okay, let's give it no safety. None whatsoever. We're going to make it lower. And now, for weight, we can make this thing a little under 2,200 pounds, which is pretty good. And let's distribute a lot of the weight to the rear because this engine's pretty heavy. Like, it's a pretty big engine. Has some push rods, is naturally aspirated, which is makes it even more impressive for its power. Hints. I did not see that. I did not know this was really existing. Oh, it's nice that they give us little hints to help us with all this. I think that's pretty nice. Active sport. Semi-adaptive. Okay. I think this is pretty cool right here. We get all of our stuff right here, and this gives us hints on how to make it better. That's actually pretty nice. I'm just gonna make this thing like an off-road suspension because in some movies, if there's like a car chase, they go off-road sometimes. So I want this thing to be good for doing that, if necessary. We'll make it ride a little higher, maybe 304. You know what? 321, why not? Yeah, it looks pretty good, and in fact, it looks pretty comfortable, and we already got all of our internals, and brakes suffer from rear brake frayed. You know what? I'm gonna change my mind. We need carbon ceramic everything. Yeah. Carbon ceramic everything. Now, aerodynamics, what does it look like now? About the same. We can definitely decrease it some. How about 70? Yep. 0.351. That's pretty darn good, to be honest. And now, I think it's fixture time. For the fixtures themselves, this segment right here is sped up by about 75 times because I think I spent about an hour just putting fixtures onto this thing or something like that. Probably spent over an hour, to be honest. Back there, we were dealing with the wing. We just took a few seconds to work on the internals, make sure this thing functions properly, work on aero since we need fixtures for wings and stuff like that to actually have aero. Now it's time for the interior. We're going to put a pre-built interior in there because I'm kind of feeling a little lazy. A race stick shift, which is a mod. We're going to put these red seats made with the blood of our enemies. Nah, plastic chair. We need a plastic chair in there because that's the throne every king deserves. And there we have it. We are finally done. And it's beautiful, but I think it needs a name. I really do. So I'm going to call it Mordwagen. Mordwagen. That's how you pronounce it in German. Now, it has a first name. It can't go without a last name because that would be dumb. Just going by a one-word name is silly. Everyone I know has a last name, and this car is no different as well. So, I'm gonna call it Crimley Deluxe. Criminal Deluxe. And we're done. Now it's on to BeamNG Drive. What you're looking at right here might not look anything like my other car, but, well, this is my turbine thrasher. This is the interior. You might have actually seen it before. But that's not what we're looking at. No, that is not what we're looking at. You absolutely have no idea what this is. If you're wondering, Mordwagen means murder wagon in German. Now let's see the interior. Oh, the camera glitched out. You know what? I'm okay with that. If we look inside, we can clearly see, good interior. Plastic chair and a red velvet chair. Cool brake lights. Let's see the exhaust. Yeah, this thing's a push rod. And oh boy, this thing is designed to also go fast. So yeah, hopefully this thing is fast. And also, I'm gonna say this. There is no car I have that can outrun this, other than my turbine thrasher, that orange car you saw at the beginning of this. Okay, we are almost at 300. Wow, we're still climbing at speed. Holy crap. This thing is about as fast as that Bugatti Bolide race car, and it is a pushrod V12 that's like 9.5 liters. Has some pretty cool downforce. It just looks menacing, to be honest. Then also, it has a double-barrel Tommy gun at the top, because that is about the most gangster gun you can possibly have. And of course, it's mounted to the top of this car. Yeah, the red in that wheel and the red in those lights. Yeah, that's in the blood of the enemies. Because this car is driven by evil. This is the most evil car I think I've ever made, by the way. And I love it. This car is truly incredible. Handles pretty darn well. Sounds pretty nice. When idling, it probably sounds better. So, I'm gonna bring it to an idle. If you hear that sound in the background, that is my speaker I have hooked up to my computer. That is the sound of a pushrod V12 idling. Sounds incredible. And you know what? I think that we should take this thing to the city. Why not? Now, we are currently in the city right now. I think we're doing pretty good. But yeah, right now, we're currently just driving through Italy. Because, you know what? This is the type of car a mafia boss would drive. And, you know what? It's pretty darn powerful, to be honest. Oh, I just hit a wall on my rear fender. Yeah, accelerating in this thing and steering is not good. But I will say it, this car is pretty cool looking with the black chrome, the matte black finish. On that plastic lawn chair, red leather chair, a whatever transmission that is, probably sequential or manual. And you know what? This thing is fast, like a little too fast actually, and oh my, those walls right there, I absolutely want to drive into them because I've been playing so much Forza Horizons 4 recently, and in that game, the walls, the little stone cobble walls are destructible. So, it's also been a tiny bit since I've played BeamNG Drive, and I just want to drive into these walls. I just want to. It's just, the thing that Forza has done has made me associate cobblestone walls of easily breakable. Oh, we just hit a guardrail. That is not good. You know what? Let's get out of there because, okay, if we get out of this, I think that we can get out of... Whoa. I'm outside the car now. I'm outside of it. You know what? Actually, no, this is actually kind of a good thing, so I can actually now show you some of the inside. As you can see, we have our speedometer, which says we're going 24. That's a lie. Didn't even do anything for the rear, because I didn't feel like it. And you know what? We can go down this crevice, or we can drive around some more. I think we should drive around some more. Like, we should definitely drive up this hill some. Because for something with like 1,600 pound-feet of torque, it can easily climb up off-road. This might actually be my best off-road vehicle yet. I'm not even kidding when I say that. Like, this thing was given rally tires, so oh no. Oh no. So yeah, hopefully this thing, I don't think it was given chunky enough tires. Yeah, I don't think it was. I think the tires are a little too small on this thing. But you know what? That's okay. We can still take this thing off-road okay-ish. It's not great at it, which is underwhelming because this thing has so much torque that it should... And I crashed it again. It's probably too powerful, to be honest. But you know what? I don't care. It goes 311 miles per hour. Technically, it actually goes 313, but still. This thing is just... I don't even know if this thing... This thing doesn't... Why is it trying to steer that way? Oh, that's technically straight. I'm just bad at driving this. And yeah, we're going down a curved road. And yeah. I hope you guys like this car. I really do. I think it's a menacing car, to be honest. And now, I'm gonna drive it down here. Because why not? Well, we landed upside down. Yeah, we're just going through all the gears right now. Every single one of them. Holy crap. 361, 62, 63. Oh my. This might just be the fastest I've ever gotten wheels to spin on a vehicle, except for my Jeff car, which is that EV that Top Gear made once. Yeah, I made that car 3,500 horsepower. Probably one of my favorite cars in the whole game. So I decided, you know what? I think that we should do something cool with this car. I think we should do something really, really cool. Well, we're here, doing a drag race, like good old times. I'm gonna put this in neutral. Okay, and go! Yes, here we go, here we go, here we go! 2,000 versus 3,500, and oh, we are so winning. We are so winning. Oh my goodness. I have... Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my goodness, we are... Oh! 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 Hammond, you idiot! You crashed the car! My Jeremy Clarkson impression is not that good. I'm sorry about that, but... Hammond, you idiot! I don't know. Retry with different foe. I want to do, something different. As I said earlier, my turbine thrasher. It's new and it's supposed to be faster down the drag strip. That's what it's supposed to be. Okay. Why is my turbine thrasher white? It's supposed to be orange, not white. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. They got a slight head start, but you know what? We are not gonna win. I can just tell we are absolutely not gonna win. Oh boy. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we did not win. And yeah, they're definitely gonna crash into a wall. They just did. Like the idiot they are. Idiot. That's not very nice. I shouldn't call my own car an idiot. But hey, that's a pretty good time down. I don't even know. My reaction time was... Did it say my 0 to 60 time was 1.4 seconds? If that's the case, that's actually seriously impressive. I'm not actually kidding if that is actually what my 0 to 60 time is. If that is, that's genuinely impressive. Like, even for my automation cars, that is impressive. And considering this thing has 1,000 less horsepower, that's even better. And yeah, can't go over the wall. It crashes. But you know what? You know what? Now that I think about it, we should definitely try this out the quarter mile. We should definitely try it out in the quarter mile. Okay, we're on the drag strip right now with the Murderwagen, or Mordwagen, as it's more correctly pronounced. Whoa, I just went way too far. Oh my. They might be slightly faster than me, but no. No, they are not. We are much faster. A 6.5. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This thing may be about 19 miles per hour slower than the previous one, but it is no joke down the drag strip. The other one did a 7.5, which is better than my previous car, which is a 7.6. Holy crap, this is insane. I cannot believe that my car did that good down the drag strip. Wow, it is so fast. I did not expect it to be that fast. And it even had a 256 mile per hour trap speed. Do you have any idea just how insane that is? A trap speed that high is utterly stupid for anything other than like a top fuel dragster. And this thing is a normal drivable car that you could drive to the grocery store and stuff like that. You could even sleep in the back of it, like as shown back here. You could listen to your radio, you can do all sorts of crazy stuff. You could use this car like it's normal, but yet it's a sub 7 second drag monster. Like seriously, this car is genuinely bananas. It's genuinely insane that this thing, I had actually never, okay, yeah, I just drove it off a cliff because why not? I don't even think that was a cliff. That was just into a highway. And you know what? Let's take this thing down the highway, because I think it'll be pretty cool. Now, this thing is supposed to have better handling. It's not really handling better, probably because it's a little too wild or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it needs to produce downforce in order to handle well. And luckily, this thing produces about about a ton more. Actually, no, it produces about half a ton more downforce than the previous one. Previous one, oh, we're dead. We are absolutely dead in that. Yeah, it's kind of like a Dodge Viper, but with traction control. You know that? It's like a TVR with traction control. This thing is stupid like a TVR. And when I mean stupid in the good way. It's stupidly overly cool, overpowered and all that. But it has traction control, which doesn't really do much of anything. To be fair, I don't think anything really does anything about this car. Like, seriously, I think you need downforce to control this thing. And yeah, we're currently talking about my car, which does not handle as good as the Mordwagen. But you know what? I think that's kind of all what we're doing. That's a bit all. I'm just impressed that this thing went that fast down the drag strip. And of course we're dead again because why isn't this thing does not handle anywhere near as well as the other one. I might need to actually re-upload this, but with better tires and stuff like that, because that one has some of the new race tires. This thing was uploaded to BeamNG before they had the race tires. But hey, I'll at least say it, this car, I like it more. I like my Turbine Thrasher more because it's orange. Orange is obviously my favorite color, and black isn't. Orange and black together is pretty nice. But I'm just gonna say it, this car is truly incredible. The Mordwagen is also incredible. The fact that I have my plastic lawn chair in it, that is just awesome. Probably the coolest thing I think I've ever done, and I just love it. But you know what? Once we reach down to this oil pump that looks like a seesaw, I think we'll be done. Or I'll just switch to my other car and just take it to one last place. And you know what? Let's do it now. Well, here we are. We're in our Mordwagen. And I'll say it, this thing, the Mordwagen, definitely handles better. It doesn't even make as much downforce and it handles better. I think it's just the tires. It might actually be the tires. I believe they're either the wet ones, and I'm too focused on the tires that were already at 150, going down the highway like crazy, and just, we are absolutely struggling to keep in a straight line in this thing. Like this thing, if you accelerate too hard, you're going to break I don't even know, you're probably gonna break the steering column or something like that. But yeah, we're just gonna take this thing down the highway. Bye! I'm kidding. That's not bye. We just went into an area we're not supposed to go. And you know what? That makes it even better. We just went into an illegal area. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, all this ground still has real physics, and you know what? Just like my previous video, we went into a land where we weren't supposed to go. We crashed through the barrier and stuff like that. Now, this, we made it through. We made it through the barrier. And now, we're gonna experience what it's like on, I don't know, Venus, but it's stained with mold or something like that. This is the worst looking grass I've ever seen. Oh, the ocean. I wonder if there's gonna be an invisible floor, or if we're just gonna fall. we're just gonna fall. Anyway, that's all. And did I just see we reached over? Oh, I think we just reached. We reached 3,000 for a short time. 4,000. Yeah, 4,000. 5. I just saw 5,000. 6,000. Okay, can we reach 7? I'm not stopping until we reach 10,000. Oh, 8,000. 8,000. I think I saw 9. And, oh my, if I see... I think I just saw 10. 11. Yes, 10 and 11,000 miles per hour. That is how fast we're falling. We are falling so unbelievably fast in this thing that I don't even think we can... Holy, look at our distance we're covering. We are covering about half... We're going about half as fast as Voyager 1 now. You know what? I'm actually going to keep it like this. I want this vehicle to keep going. So I'll probably leave this running for like 30 minutes and see how fast we've gone then. So, I kind of lied to you guys. I didn't wait half an hour. No, I waited more like an hour and a half. We're currently 7.3 million miles away. That's how far this thing has traveled. The speed, instead of miles per hour, says... And we are going, like, at least well over 1 million miles per hour. Home. Oh well. We're back to normal now. And you know what? I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, goodness. We went 7.4 million miles in this thing. That is genuinely insane. Yeah, there's a Volvo with like 3.1 million miles. Yeah, rookie numbers. Try 7.4 million miles. Anyway, I'm probably gonna check my in-game odometer real quick, because I really just want to see how ridiculous my odometer has gotten. Oh, holy crap. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. The B8, that little tiny car that I made, that appeared in that one YouTube short at one time, yeah, 40 miles on it. This one was my old turbine thrasher, 312 miles. The Ford Flex, it says I have that many miles on it, even though I did more. Okay, I'm not sure where my... Oh, why does it say Jeff is at 1 mile? Oh, I think that's modern... I think they updated the distances of some kind. But yeah. And then we have, you know, my Mordwagen, which has 7,417,924 miles on it. That is absolutely stupidly insane, and I love that. Anyway, I think this is where the video should end, because it's pretty late right now, and well, just look at how beautiful this car is, with its double-barrel Tommy gun, plastic chair, its mirrors that don't really look like they fit in place, and its red and black wheels, its shiny black parts, its matte black parts, and, well, I'm gonna say it, it's loud exhaust. It's very loud exhaust. So anyway, I think that's all. And you know what? Before I go, I just kindly ask, I hope you enjoyed. I need to know. I hope you enjoyed, that's all. Anyway, that's all. Bye!